microphone. How's everyone doing today? Miami, Florida, and I am doing well, thank you. Thanks to these guys, we have microphones and music. Let's give them a big hand. Let's see, why don't you come up here, Incredible Hulk? Step up here real quick, right over here. Dressed up as Incredible Hulk. I just want to say hi. He's been here, he's helped me out, do the booth and stuff. Come over here. All right, and what's your name? Dominic, all right, and what color are you wearing?
Green.
That's good enough for me, thank you, sir. All right, well, we have a Q&A today. I was gonna take red, because I was the red seal. Let me see. There's only been an orange Ranger. Well, how many times? Like once? Was there? One time. See that, man? Look at that. Power Ranger trivia right here. First of all, guys, I'd like to welcome you. We had a karate class. Who was in the karate class earlier? Who's coming to karate class next time? I don't see all the hands. I know it's Sunday and I know you guys were partying. So who's not here? Raise your hand. You're not here. Welcome. All right. Very good. Well, we thought we'll start with some questions and answers or anything like that because this is a Q&A.
Let's line up and have the questions right here.
Oh, I through the voice. I was like, Zordon? Is that you?
You know, sorry, Tom.
The good thing about me and Zordon is that I don't have time to go to the command center, so we Skype. You know, you're like, hey Zordon, what's up? Man, I'm busy, man. Send me a text later. Back in the old school days, we'd have pagers and be like, oh man, Zordon's paging. Anybody remember pagers? Man, that's old school. I saw a few photos with me and what's his name, Eric Estrada with Chips, and you know, I was rolling like a high pants and a belt, and I had my pager on the side, and I was like, whoa, that's old school. I did used to watch Chips. Anybody used to watch Chips? Very few people. Sorry, Eric. I used to watch Chips. I also used to watch Knight Rider, if you guys want to know a little bit about that show. I'm going to tell you a funny story one time, and who cares if David Hasselhoff is watching, it doesn't matter. When I was 8 years old, I loved, you know, shows like you guys loved Power Rangers at the time. So I had a chance to see the kit car at Universal Studios. And so I was like, whoa, I was only 8, keep that in mind. So that's like sitting in the Dragon Zord, right? And so I sat in the car and it was like, oh, hello, Jason. And I was like, whoa, man, the car's talking to me. And I'll mention why Knight Rider was an influence on me becoming an actor. And so anyway, I stepped outside the car and David Hasselhoff was there. And of course I was like, whoa. And I reached out to say hi to him, like, hey, David. And he was just like, you know, he walked by. Now maybe he didn't see me, but as an 8-year-old kid, I was very depressed and sad. Like, he was right there. So I got a chance to see him when I was older at the Hollywood Parade. I did the Hollywood Parade with all the actors, like, hey, you know, sitting on a car. So he was in the backstage, and of course I wanted to make myself feel better. So I walked up, and he looked at me, and I looked at him, and I went. And of course I was like, yes, I feel way better now. But the reason why I mentioned Knight Rider is I grew up in a town called Covina, California, and Covina is where I grew up, and I remember they were at a flower shop, the local flower shop down the road. They were filming a show, a movie, and they were filming Knight Rider. And I saw him, I was behind the scenes, like watching, and I was thinking, man, I would love to be an actor. You know, I saw him over there and I saw the lights, and that's what kind of influenced me, believe it or not, to become an actor. That, and my mom and dad always told me, you're acting up. And I was like, yeah, right there, I'm an actor, you see that? Anyway, welcome today. And I know it's day 4, you guys have been champions. And some of you guys that had the 4-day pass, raise your hand if you had the 4-day pass. All right, well, I've been here 4 days, from 4th of July to now, about to hit South Beach and lay out in the water and see if the Dragon Zord comes out of the ocean. Unfortunately, he doesn't. He's there somewhere. He's there with the Titanic. I know he's there.
Guys, if you've got questions, just line up right here, and Jason David Frank will answer them.
So come on down. The next question on the Power Ranger Q&A is right. Can I play the flute? You know what, man? I don't play the flute often, but when I do, I call the Dragon Zord. Hey, when I was in Israel, I had to wear one, a Power Ranger one. I don't know if you've ever seen that, but I wore a Power Ranger one in Israel. I did stuff like called Tuna Swap, which plant a tree, and stuff like that. I had to do, anybody speak Hebrew? I did a commercial, and they said, hey, I wing everything. I don't plan nothing. I just come out and do it, teach and do all. They say, hey, you're gonna do a commercial. I'm like, that's fine, man. I'll just do a commercial right now. What do you want me to do? It's easy. They said, you got 10 minutes to do this commercial. I'm like, cool. They're like in Hebrew. And I was like, what? So I had to spell cue cards. I don't know if this is right, but I said, Ni Tommy, Hareja Haraban, Tim Satim, Arutz Hayadadim, Arutz Shish, Arutz Hayadadim. I had to say that. Was it all right? What did I say? My name's Jason and I'm an idiot or something? No, it says, watch me on the channel, White Ranger. Yeah, see that, man? Boom! And then I love my mom. I learned bad words, but I'm not going to say it. I did hear it. Whatever. Whatever. All right, yes. How you doing with it? I'm gonna tell you, generations. How does it feel to be, an inspiration to so many generations? All right, this is when it hit me. Mom came in and said, "Oh man, we love Power Rangers. Spent so much money on toys." And then the daughter was like, "Oh, I love you." She was like 26, and then the little kid's like, "Mommy," and it was like, "Mommy, mommy, mommy." I was like, "What?" Loved you on Dino Thunder. So it was like 3 generations. When I feel the 4th generation, I'll be old. And you know you're old when they're selling on Time Life. I don't know if you all remember the Time Life stuff, but it's like I'm on Time Life now. It's like, what? Anyway, but it feels good, man, to be an inspiration to so many people and continue to be a hero. I think the Green Ranger's become some world icon, and we're working on it with Saban, doing like a darker Green Ranger movie for this audience group. And I think, yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I think it's awesome. I think the Green Ranger can hold itself like Wolverine holds himself in the X-Men. They can definitely be their own brand and franchise and stuff, so I'm excited about it.
How's it going?
Good, buddy.
I know nobody can ever like anticipate, this kind of stuff. When you got the gig at first and started on Power Rangers, did you have like any idea how big like this was or was going to be, or did you ever expect any of this 20 years later?
Not 20 years later, man, but I'm gonna tell you, I've always embraced, if you watch some of the behind-the-scene footage, I wasn't being mean to the guys when I was like, green, 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 right? I was pumping up the character, and 20 years later, it's bigger now because you guys are bigger. And now, as little kids, being like, I'd go to the post office, mom and dads don't know me, and the little kids were drawn to me, and the mom and dad's like, get away from that guy. What's wrong with you? Why are you talking to my son? No, I just, yeah, never mind. Stay away from strangers, kid. So now you're all older now, and you guys can express yourself, and it's bigger now than it's ever been. I went to New York Comic-Con, huge line, 6-7 hour wait, and me and Tammy were walking in, my wife, and she was not used to it, and they're like, hey! I felt like Justin Bieber for a second, right? And taking pictures, I'm like, wow, the age group is really older now, and you guys support the franchise, but without you guys, I wouldn't be here. None of us would be here. That's why I did Megaforce for you guys. I didn't do a Super Megaforce. I jumped back in suits for you guys. And, when the deal came, I said, I don't care, man. I don't care. You just pay me $1. I'm not here for the money. I'm not doing this. I'm doing it because I'm passionate. And, and I really do. I'm traveling everywhere. Watch my Facebook page. I'll have a video out already by the time you guys are coherent the next day. That video will be dropped. But I'm really social, I'm really interacting with my fans, because you know what I love to hear? People come up and they're like, yeah, I know you heard this a lot, man, but I'm your #1 fan and you changed my life. And it's like, I can't hear that enough. It's never old to hear that. I mean, so many people have changed lives. The show has changed lives. I had people said they weren't grew up with a dad or a mom, and they would watch the show to get away from, what they're going through, and it's helped them out. So I'm just happy, just like you guys are, to inspire so many people, and I will continue, until the day I die, to be a hero for everyone else. And I hope that's a very long time. Stan Lee's like 90, still signing autographs. He's so nice with his fans. I love Stan. He's an awesome guy. He came to my booth the other day, and he said, this is the man right here. And I was trying to play it off because I'm a huge, X-Men fan, and, he's a legend. And I was like, thank you, buddy, thank you. And then he left, and I was like, I made sure he left, though, and I was like, dude, someone tell me they got a video of that? You gotta play it cool. I just turned fanboy a little bit, and I see Stan everywhere, so it's just awesome. But it's good to be a superhero. So I played a lot of pranks. I don't remember some of the stories. I do, I played a lot. I was telling everybody yesterday about the scuba diving, and I thought that was funny, because Dave was there. We entered like this canal, right? Where we were going in Australia, we were filming the movie, and we're supposed to scuba dive in the canal and swim out to the ocean and scuba dive. Of course, I had a master's license, ooh, and I was scuba diving with Lord Zed, who's Ed, which we got along great. He's wild, just like me, so we decided to go night scuba diving. And you know, Dave was like, all right, well, I'll watch y'all, and you know, I'll be there. And so we go in, and I'm like, you know, under the water, like, shh, and I'm counting sandbars like I know what I'm doing. I'm just like, and I'm swimming, and I'm like, oh man, we're way out there. Like, I'm gonna get eaten by a shark, and we're gonna have to swim back. And so anyway, I'm, you know, swimming and doing all this stuff, and I'm like, let's level off. I'm like calling it off. Pop my head up, and I was still in the darn canal. And Dave looked at me, he goes, dude, you guys have been swimming in circles for an hour. I was like, what? It was the funniest thing, because, you know, I'm like, and he's like, there's so much for your master scuba diver license. I'm like, yeah, whatever, man. The sandbars were rippling the wrong, you know, tried making it up, but that was fun. Yes, how are you doing today? CM Punk beanie?
Yeah.
Where's CM Punk?
I got it. I just have to ask her.
I'd like to fight CM Punk, but in a nice way. I don't mean no disrespect. CM Punk said in the Q&A that he will fight me, and you gotta be really careful in the MMA world. You can't say that if you don't mean it. Now, maybe his contracts or something like that, but he's a super nice guy. I saw him at Wizard World and came up, gave me a hug, and I didn't recognize him because he's got like the lamb chops. And last time I said, yeah, and so I talked to him. He's a little injured right now. I talked to him about training. I just think it'll be a great thing. Just like with Van Damme or other celebrities, I just say it'd be awesome to do like a Muay Thai or an MMA celebrity fight. Pump it up. In fact, I would like to even wrestle one match with the guy, even if it was WWE, whatever it was. I think it would be awesome. I got the fans to drive it, right? So it'd be awesome. Come out and be like, yo, snap, come on.
I just really wanted to know, what's the coolest item you've ever borrowed from this?
Oh, borrow.
Maybe indefinitely.
All right, well, I did have the original Green Ranger suit, all right? So what, we had a meeting the next day. They're like, we need to talk, man. So I was like, everybody, and they're like, Green Ranger suit's gone. Of course, I was like, what? Are you kidding me? They're like, dude, who would do that, dude? What the heck, man? What are we gonna do now? Make it up? Yeah, I got that. Black Dino suit was kind of hard getting it from set, so what I did is I just put my regular clothes over my suit, and it did have a couple squeaking things, so I came into the shuttle van and with all the other actors, and of course I was walking like this, you know, and then I was like, oh man, I gotta sit down, and everything was tight, and you know, of course, then everyone was like, how's your day? I'm thinking, oh man, they're looking at me. It's good, man, it's good, you know, and so I got that one. That was pretty awesome. You know, when you guys drink and hide it from your mom and dad or someone, you're gonna be like, oh man, they're looking at me. They still know. They still know what I'm up to. Anyway, nobody knew. Well, except now.
That's what I wanted to say.
Yeah, well, I'd like to do the Green Ranger movie. That's what I'm really trying to aim for right now. You know, vamp it up, make it a little bit more dark, but not too bad for kids. But, you know, redo the costume a little bit, just revamp it. You know, I got a different look now. Let's embrace that look and just go with it. You know what I mean? It's gonna be awesome. Thank you. Well, I would say the best one, you know, definitely Green, and it's a classic. And the only reason is because that was my very first one. You'll always remember it, and you know, and I love the White Ranger too. But I love all of them. It's just great. You know, you can love anyone, which is great as long as they're mine. So you know, so I would say Green probably. Well, that's again personal things. The Zeo, because my brother was in Zeo, played David Trueheart, and you know, he passed away a long time ago. We were super close. So if you do have a brother and sister, you know, embrace them and let them know you love them, even though they get on your nerves. You know what I mean? And but Zeo was fun, and then of course Mighty Morphin. And when Johnny Bosch came on, he brought a certain energy to the show and stuff. Hey, well, I'm gonna video something, so you guys can all say like, Johnny Bosch, I Sean would be really happy. I should get him on the phone. All right, hold on. Let me send him this video first, so he knows. He knows I'm at a Q&A, not just like Home Alone. I'm like, hey, Johnny, I'm at a Q&A right now. What are you wearing? Okay, let's say, Johnny Bosch, I Shine. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's see what he's doing to see if he'll call me. But But yeah, when Johnny came, we had a certain chemistry on the show. Everybody too. I love working with Dave, and I love working with all the guys. It's just there were so many different people coming through and all that stuff, and it was awesome.
In real life.
No, man, that was like, you know, when you work with someone for 16 hours a day, 6 days a week, you know, you put they should have a reality show, put like 6 Rangers in the house and just see what happens. He's so awesome, but now it was just a show, and I know a lot of you guys were younger, so I see how, with my little girl, how they see like the TV crushes and all that stuff, and when she watched that Wizardly World thing or whatever, when they lost their powers, she was super sad. And then it brought me back to the days where the Green Ranger lost her powers. You know, the Green Ranger lost the powers and everybody was super sad. And I was like, wow, now I understand. When I lost the powers, everybody was writing to Fox and saying, hey, bring them back, my kids won't eat. And honestly, they won't go to school. Saban was forced. Saban was forced to bring me back. And it wasn't because I was doing Cybertron, another one of their shows. And so, anyway, let me see if Jason's it's funny. I don't want to catch him off guard. But anyway, so that answer your question, maybe?
Also, I wish your Booker was masterpiece.
Yeah, well, thank you, buddy. They need to release him, like, for real. You know what I mean? Like, not just at San Diego Comic-Con. All right, buddy. I don't know, man. I'm not playing 2. I'm playing all of them. You got me, buddy. I'm like doing a thing where there's me and Zio. Oh no, there's me over there. So, but we'll have to figure out the storyline there.
All right, we're just going to take 2 more questions, okay? 2 more.
All right.
Thank you for coming, Jason.
Thank you.
One question for you. What was more intense, being the Evil Ranger or dealing with other Evil Rangers like Cat or Trent and Dino?
Oh yeah. Working with evil people is good, but being evil is bad. Got some stuff, right? It's like one of those Bruce Lee philosophies. Anyway, my son, it was awesome. Is that Yoda?
Yeah, it's Yoda.
Trust me. What is it?
A Jedi I am.
Jedi.
So
Don't try, just do.
My buddy Logan's a huge fan. I want to see if you can give him a shout out real quick.
What's up, Logan? Thank you.
And do you even lift, bro?
Do I what?
Do you even lift?
Lift? Yeah, I mean, sometimes. You didn't see my video where I was like, wiggle, 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 yeah, I work out, yeah. Well, I don't play that, but I do have tips. If you go to my Facebook and like the page, Jason David Frank official fan page, I should have some more stickers in the back. We'll definitely give you a free sticker there. Share it with your friends, because I do have something called 2013 Fitness Year, where everybody starts a goal January 1st, and they're like, yeah, you know, I want to do this. By January 10th, we forget our goals. We don't revisit them. So my thing is, if we can revisit our January 1st goal every single month, every single day, every single week, doesn't mean, you know, get chiseled. It means just start lightly. If you eat a hamburger, take the mayonnaise off. If you go to McDonald's, get a small fry, not a large. Then eliminate the fries. So stay with it. Follow your, one thing I like to say before you all leave here is that if you're passionate about something, you have to follow it. Because passion will bring you success, and it's not about anything else. Yeah, I'm gone. I'm ready. Just tell me. Oh, you okay? I have a little bit more time? Oh, sick. All right, let's see if I can.